So when the soul leaves the body and then it goes on to the next cycle, does it
Yeah.
mean that the consciousness is something that's carried within the soul, or it manifests itself when it goes into another body?
Okay. So we discussed about the 5 coverings, right? The
Yeah.
Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manonmaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya koshas. So these are material coverings of the soul.
Yeah.
And deep inside is the consciousness, that is the Sat, Chit, and Ananda.
Mm-hmm.
That is the essential constituents of the soul. And that size of the soul is subatomic, but it has got a limited amount of Sat, Chit, and Ananda. And
Mm-hmm.
it's got these 5 coverings. So when the body dies, when we die, first thing that goes is the Annamaya kosha. Your body is burned, finished. So the solid and liquid is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stop breathing and you're not metabolizing. So your Pranamaya kosha is gone. So Annamaya and Pranamaya kosha is gone.
Yeah.
That is the first stage of dying. So when we leave this body, when it is burned, these 2 koshas are gone. But the jiva departs from the body. So when the jiva departs from the body, it is still carrying these subtle coverings. The material coverings of the soul is always there. The only situation where the material covering is lost is in liberation. In all other states, even during pralaya, the soul always has a material covering. So now coming back to this, once the body is dead, the jiva has left the body. That jiva initially carries with it the 3 koshas, the Manonmaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya kosha. Now the Vedic view is when this soul eventually gets into another body. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what happens is, at that point when it enters, the Manonmaya kosha that it was carrying from previous birth is lost. Whereas the Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya kosha stays with it. And it acquires the new Manonmaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Annamaya kosha of the new body and carries on with its interaction with the external world. Now, why is this interesting and important is that Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya kosha coverings are the coverings of deep memory. So this is deep memory of previous births and so on. Now, this is taken as evidence for people, and there are lots of reports and studies of people who can actually remember their previous births.
Mm-hmm.
And there are lots of reports about people saying, look, I was here, I was there, and you might have read a lot of books and articles around that. And they are able to remember this previous births is because of the deep memory that is there in the Vijnana and Anandamaya kosha, particularly in the Anandamaya kosha where it is there. So these 2 coverings are always there with the body. And it is these 2 coverings that actually dictate their karma also, which body they go and the states. So the jiva's consciousness is always there.
Okay.
Did I answer that question, Sridhar?
Yeah, you have answered, and you also answered my previous one about karma. So there is some kind of imprint that the soul carries with it. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Very
Thanks.
interesting.
HinduKnowledgeAcademy.com will celebrate Vedic culture and present its philosophies to the modern Hindu in an accessible format. Our ancient heritage is our greatest strength. Through preservation and dissemination, together let us spread positivity in the world. Thank you for listening and welcome to Hindu Knowledge Academy.